you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yeah.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lock it in motion right. First play, first pass for Brady. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Brady now on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Brady. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And the tight end goes in motion left. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Oh, good move.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
The Eagles at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes and throw the football.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division, like he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Stokes, and the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Third down, it's Willis. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. No, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A pitch out to Swift here.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Willis now off of play action.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Fourth down, Willis.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Now Brady. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Brady. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Brady now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Go, 6
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. So we reach intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Willis now off play action.
Going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's got his tight end fan. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
It's a first down, Washington, on a pickup of 18.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's got some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 down at the 33. That throw by Brady incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. That one complete. He finds Sharp.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Willis saw the option to the right.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Commanders take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Shoves him aside. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they block well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
On the option to give to Swift here. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now a give right side Swift.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them, is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Once again, it's Swift.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 134 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Willis.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Willis, fourth down, has to have it. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Now Willis. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat.